Chapin sprayers are a product that I'm very familiar with from my time working as a professional dealing with concrete applications. I'm very happy and proud to announce that they are now a sponsor of the Creating Concrete YouTube channel. As you can see here, they've sent me some products that I can talk about, and I will be happy to do so in coming videos. But in this video, what I want to say is that I do have previous experience with Chapin sprayers specifically that I thought my viewers might be interested to hear about. If you see me do a lot of concrete creations here, one of the things I do a lot of is spraying paint onto concrete. It's one of my preferred methods for painting concrete. And there's a couple of processes in particular, artificial rock painting, where I require a very high quality of sprayer with which to control the pattern and the size of all the dots and speckles that we're making with this pump up sprayer. And I'm not pumping water when I'm doing this, I'm pumping paint or watered down paint, but it's a very tall ask for a pump action sprayer. I started doing that process with items from the dollar store, the hardware store, and they just don't last. I might get one use out of them, and if I do, I'm not going to have really any control over the consistency or the quality of the spray pattern. For the most part, it's not really a big deal. Painting artificial rock in a granite-like fashion using multi-layered, speckled, sprayed fine mist paints, it's fairly forgiving right up until you get to the final layer, the black layer. When you put it on there, that's where the magic all happens. If I have some other videos, you've probably seen it happen where it looks good, but as soon as that final black layer gets on there, it looks fantastic. The problem is if your pump up sprayer jams, clogs, or releases an otherwise unwanted glob of black paint, there's literally nothing you could do. You could be standing there with a paper towel in your hand and blot it. As soon as it hits the concrete, you'll get most of it off, but you've now left a stain and an imperfection in that surface. And I cannot tell you how many times I made something, sometimes things which were very important to me, that they went well and did not end up with an ugly cosmetic glob of black paint somewhere where it shouldn't be. And so what I did to help solve this problem is I bought every sprayer on the market. I had no allegiance to any brand, one or the other. I bought everything I could get my hands on and I tried them all. And Chapin sprayers, by far, this exact product right here that I have in my hand, is the product that I would put my professional guarantee on of being the highest quality sprayer, at least for the application of which I can reference, which is a somewhat difficult to pump and spray liquid, a little bit thicker than normal water would be. And I think it's a combination of a few different things. There's tight tolerances on the O-rings that they use in here. The brass nozzle definitely goes a long way versus any sort of plastic nozzle assembly in terms of reliable, consistent spray patterns. I don't know what the magic is, probably in their engineering, but I do know for a fact that if I need high quality spray patterns, and it doesn't matter what it costs me to get them, I would buy any sprayer on the market if it would do a better job. Chapin sprayers are the best ones that I've encountered. So aside from these little field and garden sprayers, what else do they make? Well, basically anything that involves any sort of pressure-related spraying application, whether you need to spray a concrete sealer or acetone or xylene or any other thing at all. Chapin Sprayers is going to have a product that's going to do that for you. I highly recommend you check them out, and I appreciate if you do. As a viewer of this YouTube channel, I want them to know that they've invested themselves well sending me these products here so that I could talk about them and mention the company to you. And if you're a person who's thinking to yourself, well, heck, I'd probably buy one of those if I saw them on the shelf now, leave a comment on this YouTube video because I'm sure they'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I'd like to know that I'm reaching people with my message here. I've really dedicated myself to teaching concrete as a hobby to enthusiasts, do-it-yourself people, homeowners like yourself who want to learn how to work with concrete for both around the house, but decorative, ornamental applications as well. It's an incredibly deep subject that we can go into. I've already got over 100 YouTube videos on this, not slowing down. We are speeding up. We're doing more of them. Thanks to companies like Chapin, we're able to do this. Thanks to people like you liking and subscribing, we continue to grow. Thank you for watching.